Hi guys, today we're going to play a game. It's for quadrant 1 of our place value and estimating set of quadrants. And this game is a place value game, and it doesn't really have a name. It's the place value game. And it's pretty self-explanatory, or pretty easy to play. So you start off with this game board, and these here represent decimal points. So if I were playing, I would sit here, and the person I'm playing against sits here. So you need to sit across the table from your person that you're playing against. And you have a bunch of cards, and the cards go in the center, and you just take turns. So I might pick a card, and it is a 3. And so I can decide where I want to put this 3, and keeping in mind that the goal is to have the largest number in the end. So I want to have the largest number in the end, okay? Let me just make this a little bit higher here for you. Okay, so you can see the whole board. Okay, so then my partner would go, and they got a 9. So they might choose to put it here so they could have 900 something. And you keep going in this way, and periodically you will get a card. One, for example, this one says switch across tens, which means I would have to look at my tens place and my partner's tens place, my opponent's tens place, and we would switch cards if possible. Oops, sorry, tens are here. We would switch cards if possible. Now here we don't have any cards yet, so that's not possible. We can't do it. So now it's my opponent's turn. They pick 6. I pick 7. They pick 1. I pick switch your own. That means you don't have a choice. You have to switch your own cards, your own numbers somewhere. So unfortunately, this might make my number smaller by switching. But you got to do what the cards say. Switch across ones. Nobody has ones to switch. Now let's say my opponent did have a ones and I didn't. I still need to switch my non-existing 1 with their ones place value. Okay? And you keep going in this way, and there's all kinds of different switch across ones. Again, here I would have to give them back their ones, or they would have to take their ones from them. It's their turn. My turn. Switch a 1 for 100. Now this is anywhere on the board. So I don't have, I could take my 1 for my opponent's 100, my opponent's 1 for my 100. I can't do that, but I can take my opponent's 100 and make it my 1. Okay? So in that case, it's been real beneficial to me because I've now eliminated their number. And you keep playing in this way until the whole board has been filled by both of you. Okay? And there are various, things. There are some where you can switch any of your opponent's cards. There are some where you can switch anywhere. You get to make the choice. So I can make the choice to switch my opponent's. I could switch my opponent's cards to make theirs if their number smaller, so I can win. I can switch my cards to make them bigger. Like, for example, I might do this to make my number bigger. Okay? But once it's all done, then you are done with one round of the game. Now it's time to record how you did. So you would take this sheet and you would put your name here, Mrs. Sopko, and my partner, I'm playing against Joe Cool. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down the numbers that each of us have. So my number, I had 938. Oh no, my marker's running out. 938 and 587 thousandths. That's my number. Okay. And then I would look at my opponent's number, who has 216 and 561 thousandths right there. And we need to decide who won. Who has got the bigger number? And in this case, I won. I have the bigger number, so I would put the greater than sign, because 938 and 587 thousandths is greater than 216 and 561 thousandths. And since I won, I would get a score of 1. Okay? Now, if it was the other way around, if I had 216 and 561 thousandths, which would be really amazing to end up having exactly flipped numbers. They're not going to be the same. If it went this way and my partner won round 2, then I would get 0 points for that round. And you keep playing until you've played 5 rounds, and then you would have your final score you would put down here. Okay? And once you finish that, all you need to do is turn it in and move on to the next quadrant, quadrant 2. All right. Well, happy playing. Good luck.